in the world of business excellence. So, welcome to all of you. You can see with all those images up there, this section is kind of supported by the Australian Organisational Excellence Foundation, so it's great to see some of you folk here, as well as the Lean Six Sigma Business Excellence Institute and the University of Technology, Sydney. So, my name's Alan Skinner. Together with Daniel, we teach business excellence and organisational improvement programs through the university and have been for a very long time. We also run these networking evenings, and it was interesting, we had a bit of a discussion later on. So if you're not aware of them, and now that you're on here, you'll probably get reminders of topics that we cover. At least once a quarter, sometimes more frequently, we have sessions where people come and share about some aspect of the business excellence area. And always there is an improvement theme, in there. So for example, last time we had a session about some of the challenges facing people who are trying to bring about improvement within the organisation, and some of the social dynamic challenges they faced, which is very much part of the reality, except the literature doesn't comment on it much, and how they actually dealt with it, So that was some of the practical things that they shared.
6:27.
Any people here?
Lord Justice George is here.
Okay, welcome. Because they actually commented, there was quite a few people from Rabobank who talked about some of the challenges. As a means, before I introduce Tony, as a means of talking about what we do here at UTS, for some time now, we have certainly placed talking about organisational improvement, specifics of organisational improvement, inside of the broader context of an organisational excellence philosophy. It is very difficult to sustain any kind of build and sustain any kind of capability to bring about sustainable change, which we call measurable improvement. Okay, so I'm not interested in the change, I'm only interested in whether there was measurable improvement. It's very difficult to bring about a sustained capability, a real capability throughout an organisation practiced on a regular basis without the surrounding business excellence elements in place. So that's already a philosophy we work on. Some time ago, John and I wrote an article where we've taken some elements of if you like, the various business excellence frameworks around the world and said, if you haven't got this kind of thing going, and for example, you try and do Lean Six Sigma, it's going to be very difficult for you to sustain it. So that's kind of my first comment. And in that sense, I'm really interested to hear from Tony, because we're going to have an organisational excellence conference here, a big week coming up in August. How other things inside of the organisation need to be in place in order for you to actually drive a kind of culture that you want to produce high performance. Now, the basic intent from our point of view is that you have value streams going on in organisations, delivering to some customers, whether it's for profit, not for profit. Stuff goes wrong, you better have a capability to transform and improve. And that's how we place certainly the whole journey of improvement in whatever we do through UTS and the Lean Six Sigma Business Excellence Institute. So we're forever reinforcing the more strategic view of how you actually manage and improve organisations, not just tactical run improvement projects. Not enough, in that sense. And so if you look at, this is a big picture, if you look at the actual process for creating capability for improvement and innovation, it needs the various elements of the business excellence framework. It's going to be real difficult for this to keep going, even to build it, let alone sustain it, if you haven't got elements, and behind this is another article, behind this sits specific aspects of the business excellence framework that stimulates improvement and innovation and makes this happen and keep it going so that ultimately that's going on. And that's kind of our philosophy here at UTS. So if you happen to be involved in any of our courses, poor old Michelle's been copping a dose, that's what you're going to hear. And so it's really exciting to know that Tony's here, and we're leading into August, when the Business Excellence Awards will be on, when we'll have the GEM Council, the Global Excellence Council here in Australia, and when we have a conference here at this university. So this university has been supporting this whole framework for a while. I've kind of been teaching the subject. One of the few universities that are kind of making it part of the management education for people. So, you know, we really want to support this as it goes forward.